Hey guys, so today I wanted to review this new foundation from Fenty Beauty. It's called the Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation. So it's $35 for 1.8 fluid ounces. Depending on whichever side of my face is looking worse, which actually my skin's doing okay today, we'll just go ahead and do this side with the primer and the foundation, and then this side, primer, foundation with the sponge, and then this side with no primer and the brush. I actually don't like using brushes to apply my foundation, so I'm excited to see what I think about it, because the brush actually feels pretty luxurious. Like, these bristles are really tightly packed together. And it says for the hydrating primer that it gives instant hydration, a filter-like effect, and it extends makeup wear. So we'll be testing that. And then for the foundation, it says serving hydration, medium to full coverage with a natural finish, perfect for normal to dry skin, available in 50 shades. As you guys know, I do have combination skin, so I'm pretty oily in this T-zone area, especially in the summer. Like, you can already see my nose is looking a little bit oily. And then the outer corners of my face, where I tend to get the most acne, those areas are the driest. So I was reading reviews online. They were saying that this is also good for combination skin. I'm gonna wear this all day because it doesn't say how many hours it's supposed to last. So we're gonna test that out. As always, if you guys like this video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let me know if there's any other reviews you'd like to see. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Guys, here's the trick so that you don't look weird with your headband. So you put it on, and then you pull these pieces down like that. I just hate it, like, when my hairline is showing. I like my bangs to be covering it like that. Oh my gosh, it's magical. It's magical what it does. It just like frames your face so nicely. Ooh. Oh my gosh, I just realized there's probably a lot for this one side of my face. Oh my gosh, that feels so good. I definitely like more hydrating primers the most. It basically just feels like I put moisturizer on. I don't notice any difference though. I feel like both sides still look pretty similar. It is slightly tacky, which is nice, so the foundation will grab on really well. I don't know if you're supposed to shake this, but I'm gonna... Oh, I forgot to wet my sponge. I'll be right back. Are you gonna come out? You can do it. Oh. Why is it doing that to me? It's like not really coming out that well, but it's okay. Here we go with the swatch. I just want to see if I think it's going to be a good match. I think it's going to be a little bit light. I always lean more towards neutral, and this was like the most neutral one, so I think I'm going to stick with this. And we're just going to pat this out. Wow, that looks really pretty. It's easy to blend out. It's very lightweight, like I don't feel like I'm wearing anything. Get some more on my nose. Let's see how it covers that. Oops, wrong side. I'm looking in my monitor, so everything's backwards. I mean reverse, what the heck. So far so good. There's this weird line right here, and I think that's from, because I swatched it and then I went to take a thumbnail, and maybe it was sitting on my skin for too long and it left kind of like, do you guys see that? It's like a line. I don't know what I did. And for the other side, I am going to just buff it on, I guess, with this brush. I don't usually do this, so wish me luck. I think I'm gonna, yeah, we're gonna go for patting motions. Maybe not. Maybe we'll kind of like do a little bit of blending. A little bit of blending motions. I hate brushes for applying foundation. It just doesn't work for my skin. It always makes my skin like so red. Why is it looking better? Why is this brush side looking so good? I wonder if it's because this side of my face is actually better. Like it doesn't have as much to cover. Wait, why do I like this brush? I'm so confused. Okay, yeah, I hate brushes for my nose. Nothing ever sticks on my nose. It just rubs it right off. Look, you see that? But for the rest of my face, it actually stayed on. It's just my nose. It's like a problem. I'm just gonna see if I can get this to stick a little better with only the sponge. But that's okay, like some foundations I already know do this. They have trouble sticking to my nose just because it is a bit more on the oily side, I think. We'll do my chin with this too. So I definitely like both. I like the sponge and I like this brush actually a lot. This looks so beautiful on this side. This side, I don't... Yeah, this guy right here. The Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. So you guys, if you have this, I think you should be fine. It's a beautiful finish. And I can't tell the difference between both sides, primer and no primer. So we'll see how well it wears. I'm going to go ahead and do the concealer now that I also have from Fenty Beauty in 230. I forgot to say that they sent this to me as well. But what's funny is because, so this is in 230, right? The foundations I have are in 230 also. But the concealer is a lot lighter, even though it's the same shade. Can you guys see that? I feel like it's a lot lighter. So I'm just going to put this on the high points of my face. Oh, and by the way, this reminds me of the Eco Tool sponge. Just saying, if you want something a little cheaper. And it kind of feels similar to it as well. Okay. So it's blending in beautifully over top of the foundation. Damn, this side looks, I'm sorry, I can't. That side looks so good. I'm going to go ahead and use my Laura Mercier powder and set the under eyes with this. I'll do whatever is left on my chin. That is how the foundation looks. So it definitely looks a little bit light for me. I think after I bronze everything up, it'll be a little bit better. But so far this is how it's looking. I think it looks beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup, and I'm going to use for that Fenty Beauty Mocha Matchstick. And then for my highlight and blush today, I'm going to go ahead and use from the Catrice Amman collaboration, the blush palette, and then this beautiful highlighter palette. I used the eyeshadows for my eye look today, and I feel like it's a drugstore dupe for the Anastasia Soft Glam. So good. And these are the blushes. So I'm going to go ahead and use those, and then I'm going to do a red lip. I do believe in lovers like me and you, yeah, you just keep on dancing all night out on the roof. Tell everybody I do, baby, I do wanna stay here and let loose, just keep on loving all night out on the roof. Tell everybody I do. everything went on so beautifully. The blush and the bronzer palette from the Catrice Among collaboration was a little bit intense, I'm not gonna lie. The eyeshadows are intense too, they're very pigmented, but the palettes, I have one right here, the other one is on the floor currently. I just wanted to mention that the highlighters that I used, these two here, are so incredibly gorgeous, and it just looks beautiful on top of the Fenty Beauty foundation. And then the blush palette was a little extreme for me. I do not think I liked that one as much because you just tap your brush in it once and it's like so pigmented. You have to actually wipe it off on the back of your hand first before you put it on your cheeks. And then I even had to blend it out with a clean blending brush after that because it was just, whoa, like really pigmented. But the eyeshadows and the highlight palette, loved. Soft Silk Hydrating Primer. I had like that weird streak on my face and I felt like the foundation was just not blending out as easily and sticking to my skin as easily as it did on this side. Like this side was freaking flawless. So I do think the foundation so far from this first application works better without a primer. Yeah, it definitely feels comfortable on my skin, not too oily, very lightweight. Immediately as I put it on, I noticed how lightweight it was, and that's actually really nice if you are the kind of person that wants to build it up and get some good coverage, which is what I ended up doing on my cheek areas. And it looks nice when you build it up. Like, it doesn't look cakey, and I don't feel like I'm actually wearing foundation. And then it also claims to be long wearing, so we're going to test that out and see what it looks like in a few hours. But so far I'm really loving it. And for my combination skin, I would definitely use it again. 12 o'clock. I am going to check back in with you guys maybe in like 3 or 4 hours, and or less. I don't know. We'll see. I'll keep looking at myself in the mirror and we'll see how it looks. But yeah, hopefully everything's good. So it has been about 4 hours now, a little over 4 hours. First of all, this liquid lipstick from Real Her, it's called I Am Adaptable Matte Liquid Lipstick. Yeah, this shade is the one that I've been wearing all day today. I have done a ton of talking and a ton of drinking, ton of eating, and it has stayed on this whole entire time. Impressed. That has nothing to do with the review though. The foundation, I can tell that my oils are seeping through. You guys can probably see it mainly on my nose and this area here, a little bit on my chin and forehead, but it's not bad. And so I'm not going to blot just yet because I want to see how well it wears for, we'll give it like another 4 more hours, and then I'm probably going to be like at the point where I need to blot this damn thing because it's like, it's gonna annoy me for sure. And then we'll try and fix it up and see if we can last maybe another 4 hours. For me, I'm cool with it, and I think it still looks really beautiful. I still have great coverage on the areas that needed it, so you can't see any of my acne at all. Both sides look pretty much identical. Honestly, the only thing that I feel like it didn't do that well of a job at was covering my nose. But like I said before, you know, that's a hard thing for many foundations to do for me. And so I feel like if I had gone in first with the Clinique one on my nose and then put that over top, it would have not only helped the oils to not come through as much, but also I would have more coverage because I can still see some redness like on my nose coming through. But I did powder my nose and everything. It's just, I have an oily nose. Alright, it has officially been over 8 hours. So what's going on right now is basically my nose has completely eaten up the foundation. Like, I don't even really have foundation on my nose anymore. The redness and the freckles are coming through, especially on the tip of my nose, and I didn't touch my face at all. My dog Coda didn't lick my face. I made sure of it. I didn't even leave my house, and for some reason the foundation came off my nose. So I wasn't like overworking myself or anything like that, like to cause sweat. I worked out earlier today. So with the natural oil production that is going on here with my face, I think the T-zone area looks a little bit questionable. Like, it's to the point now where I would not want to be seen like this. The rest of my face though, flawless. It looks awesome. Like, the dry areas of my face look so good. So I'm gonna go ahead and touch up with the BH Studio Pro Oiling Blotting Papers. And we're gonna pick up all of this oil here, but what I'm curious to see is if it transfers. It transferred. Yeah, so you see how my chin is pink now? Because my natural skin tone on my face is like reddish pink. So if you go and try and blot it, it's gonna just transfer and come right off. Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess that's good to know. Yeah, I'm just over here taking off my makeup. That's what's happening. Let's get this other side of my face. Okay. Alright, so the cheeks and everything look good. That all looks fine. Like it didn't take off any there. It was my nose and chin. It came off. And then let's try the forehead. Okay, yeah, it came off my forehead too. It looks a little pink there. So, I had a feeling that would happen. I'm just going to go in with the sponge I used earlier today. That's the wrong one. And the 230 shade. I'm just going to warm it up on the back of my hand and just kind of like pat it in on the spots that I feel like need it. I just want to see if I can fix it up, you know what I'm saying? Like, is it even possible to make it look like I just put it on? Yep, okay. That looks awesome. Alright, so we fixed that. I'm just going to use a little bit of this Too Faced Born This Way powder over top and set it in place. So I managed to fix it all up now. I think it looks awesome, like right back to new. When I very first applied it, I think it looks beautiful. Because like I said, it's the whole like outer corner of my face that was awesome, and then it's like the very center of my face was just gone. So I fixed it up and everything's good. I also noticed I had like a little bit of smile lines here, but that's normal. That happens with every single foundation. The smile lines weren't even actually that bad by the end of the 8 hours, and I've had other foundations that are a lot cakier and thicker, and they definitely look worse at this point. So it didn't really go into my fine lines and wrinkles, which is nice. I honestly didn't notice any other problems. I thought it was lightweight, really comfortable. It was just the T-zone area that got me good. If you have combo skin like me, I feel like really the biggest issue is just trying to figure out what primer is going to work best for you with it. Normal to dry skin, I honestly think you'll just be fine with no primer at all. I'm hoping that tomorrow is a little bit better. If you're interested, please keep on watching and you can see how it goes. Okay guys, so it is 1:24 the next day. I actually finished my makeup at 1, so we're just going to start this at 1 because I was just trying to get ready and do my little board over here for my next video that I'm filming. And I'm going to wear this all day now, so I changed a few things. I actually mixed the two shades together, 230 and 235, and I feel like that actually matches me a lot better. I feel a lot less pale. I mean, yesterday's look, it definitely was okay because I like added bronzer and stuff over it, but I feel like this one matches me a little better. And then I also used the mattifying Pro Filt'r Primer from Fenty Beauty as well underneath. No moisturizer except for what I put on earlier this morning that's already sunk into my skin. So I just put this on all over my face, and I definitely noticed, because I had used this instead of the other hydrating primer or no primer at all, that this felt even more not hydrating while I was putting it on. I even noticed that like my forehead looked a little bit dry here, like as I was trying to pat it in. I didn't use a brush, I actually just used this damp, the Fenty Beauty Sponge, and it actually worked really well. I got great coverage with it. I also set my face with the All Nighter from Urban Decay. I'm hoping that this helps it to last a little bit longer in my T-zone area. And then I also used this from Benefit Cosmetics, the two Hoola bronzers in light, and then the original one, because these are both mattifying bronzing powders. The one I had used yesterday was from the Catrice Amon collaboration. I don't know if that's mattifying or anything, but I decided to just go for something more mattifying to see if it would help me to not be so oily. So we're just gonna test this out. Same concealer. Yeah, I used that Amon palette on my eyes today. I really love it. Man, she did a good job with that palette. And then of course my favorite from Too Faced. Hold on. This highlighter right here is everything. It's my favorite. It's the Glober highlighter. It is like a limited edition product though, so you can only get it on their website. But I love this. And then I also used the blushes in here too. California and Dandelion I mixed together. So yeah, this is how the makeup is looking. I'm going to film a haul and I will get back to you guys in about 4 hours. It is 5:30, so it's been about 4 hours since I last checked in with you guys, but like I said, I finished my makeup around 1, so it's been about 4.5 hours. And my foundation definitely looks better. Like, I am not nearly as oily as I was at this point yesterday with the no primer and then with the hydrating primer on the other side. So this is definitely the way to go if you have combination skin like me with the oily T-zone. I feel a lot better about this. I went out, we got groceries, and I did not feel oily at all whatsoever. In real life too, like without all of these studio lights on, it actually looks really nice and like lifelike. Like it doesn't look like I'm wearing a whole ton of makeup. The only thing I am noticing is the smile lines, but I'm gonna try and just kind of like tap those in right now and see if that helps at all without taking the foundation off. But this does usually happen to me. And it looks like I can't really fix it. It's kind of like staying there. That's fine. It doesn't bother me that badly. It looks amazing. I'm not having any weird dry patches. Everything is covered. My bronzer and my blush highlighter all look so good together on my face today. Like I am really, really, really liking this foundation with this primer. Another thing I forgot to mention is that it definitely dries really, really fast. So if you guys were to, for example, put it on all the parts of your face, like a dot here, dot here, dot here, dot here, dot here, and if you just start like blending things out, the last things that you get to might leave like a little streak. Okay guys, so it is now 9:30. It's been, I like how my phone turns off every time I'm trying to show you, 8.5 hours. Now I can see that my face is getting oily. So the mattifying primer from Fenty Beauty was not able to completely keep my oils at bay for 8 hours, but I think it worked pretty good up until that 4 to 5 hour mark, which is honestly really good for me because I don't usually wear makeup for a lot of hours, and if I'm going out, I'm never out for a ton of hours either, so I can still rely on it for the amount of time that I would usually go out. But for you guys, if you have combo skin, it might be a little scary. Also, I noticed I did not break out these past 2 days, which is amazing. I've been wearing it all day for 2 days. I don't even wear makeup this long usually, and I have not had a single breakout. My face looks fine, so the grapeseed oil that's in here, I mean, I know it's only been 2 days, but I was worried it was going to cause breakouts, and it hasn't, so that's good. So I'm just going to keep testing this out and seeing if I can find something that works out better with this, like a primer underneath of it. But I'm going to give it a solid 4.5 out of 5 stars, only because of the difficulty with the primer situation, and then also because it just doesn't really stick that well to my nose. Very lightly pressing. So much oil, oh my gosh. Through my cheeks. I just want to see if I can touch it up, you know? Okay, and then I'm gonna just apply a little bit more onto the areas that I blotted and see if it basically looks like new again. Because I'm totally down to, you know, fix it up like that if I need to. And there you go. Brand new. So I would have probably done this around like the 6-hour mark. I would not have waited that long, so it wouldn't have gotten that oily. But damn, God, it just looks so good once you fix it up, you know. Man, the whole rest of my face looks amazing. I just wish, it's me, it's my skin. I wish that my skin was not so oily in the summer. God, I really want to like give this a 5 out of 5 stars. I want to love it. I can tell it's a great quality foundation. It's just my skin is so super oily. And I think that in the winter time I'm probably going to get more use out of this because my oils won't be so crazy. I think you guys should totally try it out. Let me know what you think. If you have combination skin, let me know if you also are struggling with this issue like me, or if you have found something that works great for you, put it down in the comments. So I think I actually did my outro yesterday, so I'm just going to insert that in here. But I wanted to say thank you guys for watching 2 days in a row of review. Hopefully it was helpful. So that's it for this video, guys. If you liked it, please leave a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Let me know what you'd like me to review next, and I will see you guys in my next video.